Hello. Today we're going to work with sequencing events. Sequencing just means putting things in the order in which they happened. And you know those words like first, second, then, next, finally. Okay? You use them when you write, and they are clues when you're reading to help you figure out what the order of the events is. So in this particular week, you're going to work on um, your activities will be listening to a brain pop video about sequencing events, um, and you're going to read a story called Hatching Eggs and sequence the events in that. Um, and first, I'm going to read a poem to you for sequencing events called The Crocodile's Toothache, and I'm going to sequence those events. Um, and why is it important to be able to sequence events? Well, sequencing events helps you to know what you need to do first. So if you are brushing your teeth in the morning, the first thing you have to do, right, is get your toothbrush. Second, you put the toothpaste on the brush. And so events, sometimes it matters what order things happen in. Sometimes it doesn't, but sometimes it does. So being able to know the steps of how something works can really be important. If you're doing an experiment, if you're changing the tire on your car, um, you know, sometimes it matters. So that's why we're spending some time on this week. So let me go ahead and get started with the poem. So it's The Crocodile's Toothache. It's by Shel Silverstein. And I just love this poem. It's so fun. So I'm going to read it to you. I'm not sure how well you can see it, but so The Crocodile's Toothache. The crocodile went to the dentist and sat down in the chair. And the dentist said, "Now tell me, sir, why does it hurt and where?" And the crocodile said, "I'll tell you the truth. I have a terrible ache in my tooth." And he opened his jaws so wide, that the dentist he climbed right inside. And the dentist laughed, "Oh, isn't this fun?" as he pulled out the as he pulled the teeth out one by one. And the crocodile cried, "You're hurting me so. Please put down your pliers and let me go." But the dentist just laughed with a ho, 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 and he said, "I still have 12 to go." "Oops, that's the wrong one, I confess. But what's one crocodile's tooth more or less?" Then suddenly the jaws went snap, and the dentist was gone, right off the map. And where he went, one could only guess, to north or south or east or west. He left no forwarding address. But what's one dentist, more or less? Hmm, so looks like the crocodile ate the dentist. And for good reason, right? Okay, so now we're going to sequence the events of the crocodile's toothache. So when I think about this story, and I want to use those good transition words, I'm going to start with first. So first, the crocodile had a toothache. Right? Second, crocodile, crocodile went to visit the dentist. Now, sometimes I get a little confused or I'm not really sure about all the details. And what I like to do is think about also what happens at the end of the story. So I'm going to come down a little bit and put a finally. And what happened at the very end? Well, at the very end, the crocodile ate the dentist. Finally, the crocodile got mad and ate the dentist. So now I know what happened at the beginning and I know what happened at the end. And so this will help me also keep what's really important in my mind as well. So when I'm trying to figure out what the important events are in a story, I always try to think about what happened at the beginning and I think about what happened at the end, and then I can fill in between. So I don't want to lose my finally here. Um, second, and then maybe, so first the crocodile had a toothache. Second, the crocodile went to visit the dentist. Next, the dentist climbed. This is important, right? Because it's how the crocodile's able to eat. The dentist climbed inside the crocodile's mouth. How do I spell it? Odile's mouth, and started pulling his teeth. Then the crocodile asked the dentist to stop because he was hurting him, right? Let's see, stop, comma, because he was hurting him, right? And I think that's, so let's see. First, the crocodile had a toothache. Second, the crocodile went to visit the dentist. Next, the dentist climbed inside the crocodile's mouth and started pulling his teeth. Then the crocodile asked the dentist to stop because he was hurting him. Finally, the crocodile got mad and ate the dentist. Right? So that's what happens in this poem. So you can see, even though it's a poem, it does tell a story, and there is a sequence of events to the story, right? Because the crocodile doesn't just eat the dentist right away. No. He probably wouldn't have eaten the dentist if the dentist would have just pulled the one tooth that hurt. But no, the dentist was mean, and he kept pulling all of his teeth. And so the crocodile just ate him. All right. Well, good luck with your work with sequencing events this week.